Hi everyone, I forgot high energy. Hi everyone, I'm Brooks Marks, son of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City legend Meredith Marks, and this is Growing Up Reality, where we lay it all out on the table about what it's like growing up on reality TV. And I really hope my guest today doesn't end up flipping that table because she's Gia Giudice, daughter of OG from Real Housewives of New Jersey, Teresa Giudice. Hi Gia, how are you?
Hi Brooks, how are you?
I'm great. Last time we saw each other was at Dolores's charity baseball event, right?
Yes, yeah, that was fun. A long game, but very fun.
That was fun. You killed it. You hit the ball out of the park.
I did. I tried. Sprinting to first base.
Okay, let's get started. So basically, when my mom became a housewife on Salt Lake City, I really didn't know what to expect. Like, I hadn't really seen a lot of it before, and I remember watching like the first season or two of Beverly Hills to like kind of see what she signed up for. And like how the first season of Beverly Hills was edited is like so different to how Housewives is like aired now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And so you like lived through all of that because you grew up on all of it.
Yeah, we're going into season 13, I think now. And so I've been on it for 13 years.
So have you noticed like the different styles and how like the episodes are put together and like?
Yeah. Every season has its villain, and every season has the person that they're attacking or targeting. And every season they also have their favorite. So it's like the villain, the person they're attacking, the person that looks the best on the show. So I've seen that formation where it's been like my mom, the one that everyone is against, or the next season she's the one that it looks great, or like this season they're making her cuts not what they really were. So I just feel like that was like the hardest thing to struggle with, because it's like, well, that's actually not how it went down, or that's actually not how that even happened.
Right.
So I've learned to just embrace it and also just say exactly what I want to say when I'm being filmed, because otherwise like you're not gonna get your point across, and the viewers also are just gonna have a different perception on you.
I 100% agree. Like that's something that I feel like I learned was if you're thinking something like in real time, I like to process and then respond, but like you really need to respond ASAP, because if you don't, you're not gonna have an opportunity to.
Absolutely. And like my sisters have also like grown to like realize that too. Like my sister Gabriella is very private.
Yeah.
But this season, like you'll see, like she finally spoke, because she was like, nobody ever sees me speak my opinion on this show, and for me to actually speak it now will actually speak volumes, because she doesn't usually speak on it. So I was like really proud of her for doing that, but I mean, she did it.
Queen.
Yeah. Honestly, what I like the most though about being on the show for 13 years is all the memories. Because there's just footage of all these cute memories from growing up, from when I was little to my grandparents.
Do you have a best moments thing?
Yeah.
I watched one of me and I was like cringe.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like not cute at all.
But I'm really close with both my siblings, but my brother is not at all a part of the show and just lives a very private life. So I was wondering what it's like for you filming with all your siblings.
It's fun, but at the same time, it could be tricky. You just never want to say the wrong thing, and you never want to make your sibling look bad or like say things that like they wouldn't want out in the public eye. Other than that, like we all really work very well together, and it is nice, and it's honestly like your support system. So like if somebody ever says anything about my sisters or my mom or anything, it's like you're in defense mode 100%, because you know they're always gonna have your back. Meanwhile, all the rest of the people could turn on you in 2 seconds.
They will.
Yeah. When I was younger, I really didn't watch it as much. I just felt like it was a little toxic, because when it was younger, like the seasons that my uncle first joined, it was just like a lot, and I didn't even want to watch it. It was kind of just like sad to watch. But now I watch it because it's not that bad.
Did you go to like a normal school, or were you homeschooled? Or
No, I went to a normal school.
did people
always.
ever like come up to you and talk about the show at school and stuff?
Yeah, honestly, it was more so when I was younger. Like it was in elementary school, like I would get onto the bus, and this one kid always said stuff to me. And he was like, oh, what did you have lobster for breakfast that your chefs prepared? And like hearing that as like a 5th grader, you're like, what? Like, I don't have chefs.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't have lobster for breakfast. I actually was running out of the house with an Eggo, like trying to get onto the bus. Like, Little things like that. It was always comments and people thought that like you had like this extravagant life with it. Listen, I was always very fortunate growing up and like I still am, which I'm so grateful for. But it was just people I feel like also always have this perception on you that's not what it really is. Right. And I feel like that was the hardest pill to swallow. I always made it seem to my town that I was like really strong, that nothing really affected me. Like when my grandparents passed, I always went to school like the next day or the day of. Like when my mom and dad came home and went to prison, like I went to school that day. Like I was able to just always go, if that makes sense.
That's nuts.
But
I can't imagine.
My mom flipped the table. That was the biggest talk of the town.
Wait, how old were you?
I was like really young, like maybe 10. And they would be like, oh, her mom's crazy. Like her mom's nuts. It's like, yeah, it was pretty crazy, but it was also iconic.
Well, yeah, obviously. We're talking about it right now, and it happened how many years ago?
I know, like 13 years ago.
Yeah. When my mom retaliates, I'm like, go off. Like, that's warranted. How dare, like, someone say those things to you, whatever. Yeah. The only thing that I've ever watched that I was like, oh, this is so cringe, is my mom take a bath.
With, like with your dad?
Well, that's coming up. I saw that in the trailer for the new season. I thought it was bad enough her alone, but it gets worse.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you. I completely get it. My mom, like from all her experience, like this season, like she changed completely. Like completely boss, badass. Like she just also isn't letting a lot of things affect her anymore, which I think is the biggest thing you need to do on this show. Like, you just need to show people that you're not affecting me.
Right.
And that drives people more crazy.
100%.
By you showing them, like, okay, continue, because you look really stupid right now.
Exactly, because my mom always says, don't engage.
Don't engage, exactly.
Disengage. What was the first time that you saw your mom fight? Like on the show or in an argument? The
first time was my cousin Joey's christening.
What's a christening?
Oh my God, you're Jewish, right?
Yeah, I'm Jewish.
Okay. It's basically like a baptism.
Okay.
And it was a whole brawl in the middle of a christening. Like this is supposed to be like a beautiful time, like your child just got baptized.
Things escalated quickly.
Oh, it was in 2 seconds. Like literally you could probably look it up, like Teresa Giudice, like brother christening. Like you'll see how quick it happened. You'll literally see me like pushing my mom.
I just want to see you being the MVP.
Yeah.
Defending your mom from day one.
No, literally like it happened in 2 seconds, but like I was right there. Has anything happened with you?
Not on that level, no. I'm like I have so much respect for you. You're balancing like a business, like your own personal career, like school.
Yeah, like I'm going to become a lawyer, but then I'm
awesome.
like, fashion. I'm like, should I have done that? But no.
I mean, it sounds like you're doing it.
Yeah, no, I'm doing it. Yeah, you're right.
For anyone who doesn't know, Gia has a clothing brand as well. It's like similar athleisure vibes. They're so comfy. I have them at my apartment. I wear them all the time.
And I have Brooke sets, they are so comfy, and he has his logo down the outer pant. They're very cute as well.
Thanks, queen.
Thanks.
All right, so now we're gonna play a game called Stand, Block, Collab. I'm gonna give you 3 things, and I wanna hear if you're gonna stand, block, collab, whichever one of them. Are you down?
I'm down.
Okay, let's go. So the first one is Meredith Marks Park City, Wild Rose Beauty, or Faith Temple Church. Mary Cosby's church.
Okay. I will stand by your mom's brand. I will collab with the skincare, and I guess block the church. Is that mean? Like, I'm not, like, why is that funny?
I feel like I would, I mean, I already do collab with Meredith Marks Park City. Brooks Marks tracksuits are sold at Meredith Marks Park City, for anyone who doesn't know. And I would stan Wild Rose Beauty because I love skincare.
Yeah, so do I.
And then I don't want to block the church. Okay, anyway, moving on.
I know, I felt weird too because it's a church.
Okay, so Envy Boutique, Dolores Catania Gyms, or Indulge Delicious Little Desserts that keep life real sweet.
Okay, I would block the Indulge desserts.
That was quick.
Yeah. I will stan by Dolores' Gold's Gym, and I guess I'll collab with Envy.
I 100% agree.
Yeah.
Okay, next up, Khloe, Kim, or Kourtney Kardashian?
Okay. I think I would stan with Khloe. I would collab with Kim, and I would block Kourtney.
I just like all of them for different reasons.
Yeah,
it's
so do
hard
I.
to like do that.
So do I.
Anyway, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for coming on and joining me for today's episode.
Thank you so much for having me.
You look so fire. I'm obsessed with the monochromatic fit.
Thank you. So do you.
Thank you. I can tell you're running a business, being a lawyer, you know, doing all. So
Thank you. Thank you.
that's the vibe.
But I'll see you at Fashion Week and at BravoCon.
Yes, you will.
All right. Perfect.